So this seems like more practice based on that last worksheet. So this first one, this is Na2S. So this is an ionic compound, right? We have a metal and a non-metal. So the way we name this is sodium, right? We're just going to call these normal. Sodium sulfide, right? It's a monoatomic ion at the or atom at the end. So sodium sulfide is the first one. Next one, we have another metal and a non-metal. This is aluminum oxide, right? Monoatomic. And this is ionic. Next, sodium chloride, same thing. RBI, this is rubidium. Rubidium is a metal. I think it's in group 1. Rubidium iodide. Right, same naming conventions. Metal, non-metal. Use the normal names and then put an ide if it's a monoatomic. Put an 8 if it is a polyatomic, right? If you're not sure what I'm talking about, review the last video that I posted on the other worksheets. Zinc, bromide. Now we have zinc, and then zinc is a transition metal. So we should put a 2 here. Zinc 2 bromide. I think zinc is typically in the +2 state. However, I believe it also has a +3 state. Zinc does have a +3 state, so make sure you specify the charge, right? It's a transition metal. So this is zinc 2. How do I know? There's 2 bromines. Bromine is a -1. Therefore, there's 1 zinc, so therefore it has to be a +2 zinc, right, to cancel the charges. Next, we have silver chloride. I'm actually going to go back a step really quick. This actually is just zinc bromide. Zinc really only forms a 2+ ion, so it's just going to be zinc bromide. Next, we have the N. B is for boron. N is for nitride. So this is boron nitride, or sorry, N is for nitrogen, not nitride. But we put the ide at the end, right, to indicate monoatomic atom. So 8 is Ba, is barium. F is for fluorine. We get barium fluoride, again, monoatomic. Sr is for strontium. N is for nitrogen, so strontium nitride. Mg is for magnesium, and Cl is for fluorine, so magnesium chloride. Now that is it for this one. Right, silver is also kind of in the transition metal thing, but silver really only forms +1. So just like zinc, it only forms the 2+. Silver only really forms +1, which is why we don't have the Roman numeral. So now we have kind of the flip coin. We have magnesium nitride. So magnesium is always a 2+. Nitrogen is always a 3-, right? Counting from the left. I think my camera might be flipped, but counting from the left of the noble gases, fluorine's -1 and the halogens, oxygen, sulfur usually 2-, nitrogen 3-. So the least common multiple of 2 and 3 is 6. So I need 3 magnesiums and 2 nitrogens, right? I can't have 2 nitrogens and 1 magnesium. Then I would be negative. I can't do it any other way. So, and I can't have 2 magnesiums and 1 nitrogen. That would be positive. So find the least common multiple and then get the charges of both to be a total of that least common multiple, right? This is a total of 6+, this is a total of 6-. which is a 0 overall. Next, we have calcium oxide. So this is Ca. That's a 2 plus, right? That's always a 2 plus. Oxygen is always a 2 minus. So this is just CaO, right? In a 1-to-1 ratio. Next is silver fluoride. Ag, as I mentioned, is always pretty much a +1. And then fluoride is always a -1. So this is just AgF. Right? Silver is one of those exceptions of the transition metals where it's like doesn't really have all the different states. Silver, zinc, and then I think maybe 1 or 2 more. Beryllium chloride. So beryllium is always a 2 plus, right? It's in group 2. And then chlorine is a 1 minus. So this is going to be Be, oops, not F, Cl2. I need 2 -1 charges to balance out with 1 2 plus charge. Have to have it neutral. 15, potassium iodide. So potassium is a group 1, that's 1 plus. Iodine is a 1 minus, it's a halogen. So this is just Ki. Aluminum is a 3 plus. Fluoride is a 1 minus. So this is going to be Al, Cl3, right? I need 3 chlorines, 3 -1s to balance out with a 3 plus. Zinc oxide, right? Zinc is a 2 plus. Oxygen is a 2 minus. So this is just ZNO. Barium is going to be Ba. This is a 2 plus charge, right? It's in group 2. Bromine is always a 1 minus charge. So this is Ba, Br2. Again, 2 bromines to balance out with 2 positive charges from the barium. Lithium nitride. Lithium is always a +1. It's in that first group. Nitrogen is going to be a 3 minus, pretty much always. And this is Li3N. Right, to balance the charges, I need 3 lithiums. I need 3 positive ones to balance out with 1 -3. We get 0. Lastly, we have potassium sulfide. Potassium, as we know, is a 1 plus. Sulfur is a 2 minus. So this is K2S, right? 2 positive 1 charges to balance out with 1 -2 charge. So that is it for this worksheet. Hope that helped, and I will see you on the next worksheet.